Welcome to the What's Cooking Show, everybody. I'm your host today, Joey Quibido, with Cash Saver and Piggly Wiggly here in Opelousas.
And I'm Chef Jason Huguet from right here at the Steamboat in Washington.
Yes, sir. And Jason's got a special show for us today. He's got a nice rabbit that's right there. He's going to show us how to prepare it, and he's going to actually fry it for us. So join us more. What's Cooking in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Again, Jason's here today with us, and he's going to show us how to actually prepare a rabbit, and he's actually going to fry it for us. So, Jason, let's get started on it.
Okay, so first of all, there's two different apps we're going to do today. One of them is very popular appetizer we do on special on occasion. We have a guy who's not far from here, is local, that farm raises these rabbits for us. So I just want to show everyone, like when we pick them up and we bring them back, what I do is I take them, kind of dry them off a little bit. So you have your whole rabbit. And so what I'm going to start with is this belly meat, which you can use. You can actually fry it. You can actually pound it a little bit thinner and wrap some stuffing or whatever with it. You can put it in the oven and bake it. You can grind it, put it in sausage. It's still a usable item. So we're going to put that on the side. You can see there's just a little bit of fat. There's not much fat in here at all. So I'm going to remove the fat. Very lean meat. So we're going to start with, let's start with these front legs. As you can see, very easy. You can see the shoulder blade right there. So you just want to come down here, go through the joint. Very simple. So I'm going to do the same thing on the side. Really easy. Go through. I actually took these front legs one time and smoked them and made a smoked rabbit and andouille gumbo, and it was delicious. So next thing we want to do is do the same thing with the back legs. We're going to start here where the actual thigh is. Come through that, very simple, as you can see. We put those on the side. And so what we actually do with these, we take these hind legs and we debone those, which I can actually show y'all on another episode. And we pan fry them. We actually did that on a show a while back. I think it was in 2016.
We've been doing this show for a long time, Jason.
Right.
You ever stop and realize it? How many years is it?
I don't know. Last I checked, it was like 12 years, but that was a while back. So
I'm thinking it's close to 15 now.
It's probably so.
I don't know. We're going to have to check into that.
One way to find out. Get on there and look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we have left is the tenderloins that's on the inside. Not very big, but we're gonna pull those off. See, you're gonna get on that rib. See, now watch. Cut through here. Now watch. Go all the way down the back. Real slowly, because you want to make sure you get all the meat off. Basically, it's like the backstrap of a deer. So, there you go. That's one side.
Very nice.
You want to cut this little membrane off. And so we're going to do the opposite side as well. Let's turn them up.
So, Jason, I'm guessing that, like all hunters and whatever, that hunt rabbits, they all do it pretty much the same way, or is it?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do with it. If some of these rabbits, if they're young enough, you could just break them down into pieces like a chicken, and just chicken fry them just like that.
Okay.
These, we actually asked them to let these grow a little bit longer. They're just it's not old rabbits by any means, but they're just a little older than like tender enough to fry chicken fry. So if you just chicken fry these, it would be tough. So what we do is we break it down. The reason why we like them bigger is because you end up with more meat on the back legs. So we come down the bone, hit that joint, come down here, we debone it, and we pound them. And what that does is tenderize them and makes it a lot tender for you to eat, because if you didn't, it would be a little too tough to actual serve
Okay.
and fry. So,
Makes sense.
so if you see here, it's pretty much all you got left. You got a little bit of pieces you can, take off, but for the most part, that's what we got. So we're gonna put this over here out the way. So this is trash. This is our tenderloins right here. And so what I'm gonna show you, watch, I'm gonna remove all this out of the way, and we're going to basically pound these out. These tenderloins are tender enough to fry as is. I've actually deep fried them whole like that. Served it with a little Creole mustard dipping sauce, with a little sour cream and everything in there. But I like to pound them just really lightly, just to kind of make it just a little more tender. It just kind of puts it up a little higher. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So let me go ahead. We're gonna remove our parts. Put our back legs right here, our bellies, front legs, and that's the trash that's gonna go in the trash can. So, I'm gonna take a little bit of our plastic wrap, give us something to keep everything from splashing. And you see, just lightly pound it, not much. And as I said, it doesn't really need pounding, but in a restaurant setting, we want it to be as tender as possible. So if you don't want to do this at home, you don't really have to, but so just like that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these into bite-sized pieces.
So, Jason, do you run this on special every so often, or is it on the
Yeah, it's
menu
just,
all the time?
it
or-
depends on availability whenever these guys have rabbits available, because they have like 40, 50 rabbits, and some of them are the males, obviously, some are the litters that are coming up, and they date them. Everything's dated by their birth, and so they let them get to a certain weight. And once they get to that weight, they call me. Got you some rabbits. This is how many we have.
Oh, okay.
And I'll go pick them up.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we'll do that. Basically, that's all we're doing is just cutting them in bite-sized pieces. Again, you can cut these in big strips if you want. I like a little bite-sized piece. Do like that. Cut them up. And then what we're gonna do when we come back from this next segment, I'm gonna show you how we season it up, and we're gonna batter it and throw it in the fryer.
Gotcha. All right, so we'll take a quick break and come back to more What's Cooking. Welcome back to the show, everybody. And Jason's gonna be starting to fry up some rabbit. We got all it prepared and ready to go.
Okay,
All
so
right,
where we
Jay.
left off, we were cutting up our tenderloins. As you can see, we have our diced up rabbit tenderloin. We kind of pounded it lightly. So I'm just gonna take some of the seasoning that we make this here in house. Season it pretty good. Our seasoning is not very salty, so you can add a good little bit. So we're going to put our tenderloin in. Basically, this is what we always use. We've used this on the show before. It's just eggs, some buttermilk, and just a little bit of whole milk just to kind of keep it from being too thick. So we're gonna drop all of our rabbit in there. Put this on the side. Very simple. Put in our flour. Just get a good little coating. Now, this is an item that sells very good when we do it here at the Steamboat. So when we get rabbits, we usually get anywhere from 10 to 15, 16 rabbits at a time. So we get plenty.
And you prepare them all yourself, correct?
Yes, sir. So, all right. Put our little pieces in here, like so. And if you like rabbit, it's a really good dish because it's even if people say, well, I don't eat wild game, it's not really wild game. It's farm raised. I'll put some in. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that down.
Now, Jason, the Steamboat is the staple for the town of Washington. And you've been owning it for how long now?
14 and a half years. 14 and
Wow.
a half. It's gonna be 15 years this June.
No, you don't look that old.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't feel old, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
So Joey, I'm going to show you something real quick. All right? While we let that fry, we're going to work on a second appetizer that I'm sure that you're going to love.
I'm looking at it.
Because I know you pretty well, don't I? Can you say that?
I do.
All right, it's okay. So, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with applewood smoked bacon. It's very similar to another appetizer that we do here. Only I figured one day, how about those people who like a little spice? You could do pepper jack shrimp and all that stuff. Done all that before, So we're gonna take jalapeno. These are those Cajun Chef jalapenos out of the jar. There's a little brine to it. And I'm just gonna cut it in half. Seeds and all.
Seeds and all.
For you.
Gotcha.
When I do that steamboat, I de-season because it's a little too much bite. But I'm gonna make a few of these just for you, all right?
All right.
We're gonna season our shrimp. Make sure we do a little coating.
Hot, hot, hot.
Now these are fresh Louisiana Gulf shrimp, all right? Very simple. And we just skewer them. We call these Catawba stingrays, right? Just because whenever you bite into it, it's gonna sting you a little bit. So I'm gonna make one of these for you, and I'll make some for Dylan, the cameraman, and everything. I know he's not.
Dylan can handle the heat.
I don't think he can. So I'm gonna do one for him too, right?
That's only fair, dude.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, we gotta share. It's not all about us. Not today.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So, like so. Put your shrimp in there, wrap them up. Skewer them up. Not hard, right? You can do this at the house. I'm sure you can get all this at the store, right?
Yeah, we sure can.
Cajun Chef jalapenos. You can use any kind of bacon.
Those, yes.
You can use a thick cut bacon. You can use whatever kind of bacon you want. So, there we have it.
Gotcha.
So what we're gonna do is, let's go ahead and pick up our rabbit.
Okay.
We're gonna plate that up.
All right, well, I let that drain just to remind everybody that all the stuff that's using today can be found, well, I don't know with the rabbit, but sometimes we might have them.
You come steamboat and get it.
Yeah. Can be found at your local Piggly Wiggly stores or Cash Saver here in Opelousas, with 2 locations, north side, south side, to serve you.
8410 Highway 192 North. That's the one closest to me. And 1305 Heather Drive.
That's the one on the south side, yeah. And they
Check 'em
got
out.
Church Point and a couple other Piggly Wigglies around here. We got Cash Saver in St. Martinville. So just go by your local pig stores and
Shop till you
down
drop.
home, down the street.
Shop till you drop. All right,
That's
so this is
it.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna put our little popcorn rabbit on the plate. This is very simple. Oops. I'm gonna clean our plate up a little bit. Now I'm gonna show y'all what we actually do to serve. We serve it with 2 different dipping sauces. We have our own homemade tartar sauce, which
Which is absolutely delicious.
and you can't go wrong with a little tartar sauce with this dish. And we also serve it with our homemade remoulade sauce.
That's one of my favorites.
People ask, "Oh man, can I have that as my salad dressing?" And you'd be surprised. It's like they ask for it to dip in any other dishes. Just to let me have that. So watch, we're gonna put one on each side, like that, and we're just gonna garnish just with a little bit of green onions, just like that.
Perfect.
Now, popcorn rabbit. Tender, juicy, lean, everything you're looking
fresh.
for. Fresh. On the table, basically. So,
Jason's hands himself.
so how about this? Okay, so you got your popcorn rabbit. We showed you how to debone the rabbit. Why don't we go ahead and season this up real quick?
Okay.
Show you how to do that. And we can drop this in our fryer. We can take a quick little break, and we'll come back and show them how it comes out.
Great.
How about that? All right, there you go. Good little coating on there. You want to go ahead and drop it into the grease. All right. Just like that. We'll go ahead and let that fry.
All right, we'll let it fry for a while, and we'll
Come back and show everybody how it comes out.
finish up a couple other things we had left. Join us back for more What's Cooking. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Again, Jason's frying us some good little appetizers for me and Dylan. Mine's a little bit hotter than his, but
Get our little
'cause
morning
I
started.
can handle the heat. He can't. But we actually gonna work some more on the rabbit, Jason?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we're done.
I'm sorry.
So what we're gonna do is, we still got a little ways. If you were here last segment, you saw we actually took our skewered, what we call Catawba stingrays. Just very basic, very simple. Gulf shrimp, some jalapenos with or without seeds, and applewood smoked bacon. You skewer it, season, throw it in some a buttermilk batter, seasoned white flour, and so we have them deep frying at the moment. So we don't have a whole lot long left.
Well,
Just
while
gonna let 'em see.
we'll let that fry, we can go ahead and tell everybody like your hours here at the Steamboat and days of operation and phone number.
So we're closed on Mondays only. We do a lot of payroll and office work that, the weekend we don't have time to get to. And so Tuesday through Thursday, we're open 5 to 9.
Gotcha.
Friday and Saturdays, 5 to 10 p.m. and Sundays, 11 a.m. to 2. You can check us out at steamboatwarehouse.com. We have an updated menu section where you can click on any kind of item that you see on the menu. It has a very nice, beautiful picture of it. Any other information you want to check out on there, you want to actually email me or call over here. You can actually be a guest on the show if you think you have a nice dish that you want to show,
Sure, we'd be glad to have.
or if you have something to promote, a festival, a cook-off, a benefit of any kind. Give me a shout. We'll put you right here on the show, right here on this set.
And we'll take care of it.
Right.
We'll help you out with it. Sounds good.
So,
Yeah.
just about done. We have our little handy-dandy fryer that I've
Yes. In fact, also you post specials every day on Facebook, don't you?
We
That
do
you're
them
open.
pretty much every day, but we do them definitely every Friday and Saturday. During Lent, we've been doing a lot of different seafood dishes. Try to keep it a little different. This past weekend, we did a broiled flounder with some jumbo lump crab meat that we drizzled a house-made that I made personally by hand, a lemon and dill hollandaise sauce, which was terrific, I have to say. So we've done a lot of different things. We brought in some fresh red snapper this past weekend. So if you're looking for some place to get your
snapper's
little
good.
Lenten fix, if you're getting tired of crawfish, come to the Steamboat. Every Friday we'll have plenty of seafood dishes, that you can choose from.
Sure.
So come check us out.
And you got a special event. You do have a private dining room available.
Yes, we do some different events. It's kind of a little different nowadays since the COVID thing. So if
Right,
you have something, give us a call. We'll talk about it and we'll figure out how to get you taken care of. So
Definitely.
okay, Joey, look. So we're done.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how it looks when it's finished. Very simple, but you can see the jalapenos in there. Very pretty dish. So I also serve this with the remoulade sauce. I feel like, you can have it with the tartar sauce. You can have it with basically any other dipping sauce. But I just find that it goes really well with this remoulade
I
sauce.
love remoulade.
To me, you can't beat it. This is like a New Orleans style, So I love it. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of green onions just to make it a little pretty. You can use some parsley.
I don't know if I'm gonna share it until now. I'm sorry, Jason.
Well, that's between y'all. I mean, I don't really. I'm good. I'm okay with that. But that's
We just have to fight. That's all.
that's gonna be up to y'all. So these are two appetizers that we do here at the Steamboat. These are both items that are on special on occasion. Of course, this one we wouldn't do nowadays with the Lent going on, and it has bacon.
Bacon, yeah.
Right. Well, this one either, matter of fact. But we do it on Saturdays, and we have them. We just got a fresh little batch of rabbits this past week. So we served this Saturday. We didn't do it Friday because of Lent. So, but like I said, check out our website or check out our Facebook page. It's Steamboat Warehouse, obviously, on Facebook. And our Facebook page, you can find a lot of stuff out over there. Like you said, other than specials, we have any kind of events coming up, we post things like that. We post some different pictures of specials that we may be doing in the future, things that we're working on. As one of them was, we did a show not long ago, correct, on sous vide with the sous vide machine.
Yes,
Is that right?
we did.
Okay,
Yes,
so
and I jumped back.
there's a few dishes we've done in the past the past month with that sous vide machine. One of them was very interesting. The first one was some duck breast that I took, buy some duck breast from our suppliers, and I would just salt and pepper, vacuum seal, drop in the sous vide machine for 2 hours at 135. So when it comes out, season it a little bit more with some of our house seasoning, and then I would just sear it to about a medium rare center, slice it, and drizzle it with, we would do blackberry glaze, foie gras demi-glace, done that too. But the one that's really kind of neat to me is, lately, we've been doing sous vide creme brulee, which is, you basically take those, I believe it's an 8-ounce mason jar. It's small, but it's a large mouth. And you basically make your creme brulee, fill up your jar, and then tighten the lid, and then maybe a little quarter turn just so it doesn't like break the actual glass. So you put that at 179 degrees for 1 hour. You drop the little mason jars of submerged under the water, and it's foolproof. You can't, you can't over bake it. You can't, like, the color stays like it's supposed to be. It's a smooth finish on top, and they're perfect. So been doing that lately, and so
That was great.
It's been a big
Really,
hit.
really,
So
really good.
just something to look for.
Yeah.
You come to the Steamboat, ask your waitress.
Yeah, very
Nice
good.
little creme
Good
brulee.
specials. And if you want to look for our specials at Piggly Wiggly or Cash Saver, you can go online to gotothepig.com, or you can go to.
Or you can go to the Pig.
That's right. You can go to the Pig or Cash Saver.
8410 Highway 182 North, or 1305 Heather Drive.
That's right. And then online again with Cash Saver, go to cashsaversouth.com.
Okay, I cut you off. My bad. I didn't know that.
That's all right. Just to let everybody know that.
My bad.
We want to thank y'all for watching the What's Cooking Show, and we appreciate it all the time y'all give it to us and all the feedback y'all give it to us. So join us back next week when we might have a wonderful person, like Jason himself again.
I got some ideas.
Join us back for more What's Cooking.